Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Afton and I'm Monty's Tarot Child, and here on my channel I do general readings for the collective and pick a card readings like the one that we have here today. I'd like to start off by saying thank you to everyone who has recently subscribed and left testimony in the comment section. It means a lot to be able to see how my readings resonate for you guys, so I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you. And I also wanted to let you guys know that all of my readings now will be hosted on Patreon first. I will continue to leave the link for that in the description box down below. So today we have 4 piles looking into a message from your shadow self / your subconscious. Okay. Our shadow self is the parts of us that we don't necessarily give light to or shine light to the most. A lot of the times we are taught to fear our shadow parts of ourselves because we fear that underneath it all we may be bad people or have bad things that are sitting within us. But our shadow can teach us a lot about the lighter aspects of ourselves even. And I think it's important to always have those two energies in balance. So I wanted to take a look at that today for you guys. So we have 1 of 4 piles. Just take a moment to pause and meditate on which pile holds the message most meant for you. And I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. You chose the beautiful Smoky Quartz Tower. And I'm just going to let you take a moment to get acquainted with her energy, and I'm going to put her right over here so that you can continue to look at it, get in tune with it. I'm actually going to start your reading off by pulling a few of the zodiac initials and angel numbers that you could be seeing, that your shadow self or your subconscious may be trying to get a message through with. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure I'm not looking also. And we'll do just a few. Is that a few? That's a lot more than a few. Okay. So we are starting off with 555 as an angel number that you may be seeing a lot, may see a lot in the near future. We also have 333 as an angel number that you may be seeing a lot or see a lot in the future. We have the initial B and the initial D. So these could be important initials for you or will be important initials for you coming soon. We also have the initials A and the initials O. Okay, so those also could be important to you. And we also have Pisces. So you could be a Pisces, know a Pisces, have heavy natal Pisces energy, or this could be a Pisces that could be coming into your life, influencing you. Please take what resonates. I'm going to move this up and out of the way so we have room for all the cards that we're going to do. Yes, okay, perfect. So I'm going to start off with the overall energy. I think there was, yes, the overall affirmation or a piece of information that your shadow self wants you to hear and know right now. We have Jasmine, okay? Passion is the key word. Trigger statement, I am scared. True statement, when I am vulnerable, I am at my strongest. Reconnect with your feminine energy and pursue something that ignites your fire. Open the gates of your fortress and explore. Okay, pile number 1. So your shadow self wants you to start opening up to some passion. They want you to start embracing that passionate side of yourself, and really opening the door to whatever it is that is trying to ignite something within you. But it's actually saying open the gates of your fortress and explore. So it's almost as if you've kind of like walled yourself off from passion, from experiencing that fiery side of yourself. In spirit, your shadow self, your subconscious even, is receiving this message of saying, it's time to step out of this fortress. It's time to step from behind these barriers of whatever I feel as if I should hold myself back from and try to really explore and experience something different. Let's see more about what this could be. I'm going to do these 2 cards. So we have speaking your word, voice. Wow. What a beautiful card, pile number 1. You are definitely using your voice. I think this may be something that you're passionate about. You could be a singer or just a person that does a lot of public speaking in general. But your voice is your word, and your word is your bond, is what I'm hearing. But it's time to step again away from these barriers, these walls, these limitations that you've put up around yourself. And it's time to speak up about something, or speak out. Maybe it's telling your story more, depending on who this is for. We also have the energy of the number 7 here, which is the spiritually aligned, the spiritually connected energy that you have. And I think that you are heavily spiritually connected. I think this is something that you've been working on for quite some time, to be universally intelligent and not just universally, just emotionally, all of these things encompassing. And I think that you have learned so much. You've experienced so much. And some part of that is a part of your spiritual journey, and something that you should be expressing, need to express, or will be expressing. We also have bushfires, fury. Wow. That's a powerful card. I hope you can see it all. I hope you can get it all. Fury. Okay. That's definitely, again, coming from or around this like fiery energy that you have. So I'm just going to say it could be a fire sign. It doesn't have to be, though. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I think something is moving you so strongly that your voice literally literally bursts out of you. Okay. I think we should be inspecting how we speak. What is our tone of voice when we say things? Do we hold the anger that we feel within our speech? Do we use it as a weapon rather than a tool to show the way, is what I'm feeling like, is what I'm hearing. There's something here that is infuriating you. Is literally infuriating you to the point where you feel so passionate. We also have the energy of number 1 here, the energy of 10, so it breaks down to 1. It's not only completing a cycle, but beginning one, initiating one, really feeling moved, called, pushed even to speak about something that is spiritually aligned with you, something that something that I'm hearing can only be that can only come from you. I'm not sure what that means, and that might not be for everyone, so take what resonates. Your voice, your passion is breaking through. I think not that many people have seen this side of you. I think you leave that type of energy for those who not necessarily, they don't fuel it, but they help you channel it, is also what I'm feeling like. I feel like someone here could be helping you channel. This could be something that you've been working on a lot more, honestly, as well. Not just someone helping you, but you've been working on channeling your passion, your fury, I'm feeling like this has a lot to do with the injustice that, a lot of people, especially people of color, are still facing at this current time. This could be something that also drives you very passionately in spirit, and it is spirit-led for you as well. Let's see what else we have. We have death. Wow. So yeah, you are shedding this. You are shedding this this side of you that holds your speech. You are shedding, I think In the past, you probably kind of like held on to so much, your voice specifically, that it kind of almost exploded out at the wrong times in the past. Again, keep feeling like you didn't have an opportunity or the resources or the knowledge on how to channel this passion. Again, pure fire, pure energy. You haven't known how to do these things until much recently. I think your shadow self is trying to send you this message to not be afraid of your anger, to not be afraid of your passion, to not be afraid of your fire, pile number one, because it can fire. What is fire? Yes, they are detrimental and they clear anything in their path, right? Especially wildfires. But the soil underneath all of that, like after everything has burned down, it has cleared way for new things to grow. Nothing is unnecessary. No clearing of energy, no clearing of anything is unnecessary, because it always makes room for something new to grow. And that is what's happening here. I think you are releasing your passion, releasing your fire, and it is creating a new cycle for you. I feel that heavily, pile number one. This is a strong rebirth within your soul. We also have, what is it? What is it but not divine alignment? Release. Release. You are releasing. None of the other things that you have experienced, been a part of, or even have done to another, none of it needs to stay. None of it needs to be held within you to the point where you feel like a pot boiling over. You have had life experiences. This is a true statement, pile number one. But you will continue to have life experiences as long as you choose to. As long as you choose to continue to clear, as long as you choose to continue to work on yourself and be your authentic and true self, and to not hold yourself back from anything as well. Pile number one, I think you possibly quite like struggle with that. I think you struggle with it because you don't want people to see your true passionate self and then to deny you or to turn away from you. That is completely understandable. We want to be accepted fully for who we are, even if that person shifts and changes. You want to be accepted. So what better way to protect yourself than to create these walls, than to create these barriers? That way I only have myself to deal with. I only have my own anchor, my own passion, my own, I understand myself, right? So I don't need anyone else to try to understand me. But this, whatever is within you will create change. It will create change. I'm not sure on what level of change you are trying to reach for, pile number one, whether it's social justice, whether it's within, and I think all of these things tie in together, right? There has been a system built around wealth and wealth only. So if you don't have that, which historically people of color have not, then there is a system built against you. And you are passionate about all of these things because these things touch everything. They are all one. And I think it's time to step out from behind and to really look at what it is that has been holding you back this whole time. Your shadow is speaking to you heavily here. So let's get into the tarot. We have the Star. Yes. Yes. And this, by the way, is... I don't want to get the name wrong. The Shrine of the Black Medusa. The Shrine of the Black Medusa tarot. So we have the Star here. You are divinely being guided. Divinely. You are divinely being guided, being led, being held, and I keep hearing also given grace. So someone needed to hear that as well. But you are evolving. And I think that, I don't know why I'm hearing it. Quite possibly you've been using astrology to help you evolve. looking more into your natal chart and seeing how you can lean more into your passionate side and not hurt you or those around you with your sharp tongue or whatever it is that you struggle with when it comes to relationships with others and showing them your true self. Whatever it is, you're being guided divinely to use this gift of yours, to use your voice. And Spirit wants you to know that you are protected, that this is a divine working, that this is something that is moving you from your core, is also what I'm feeling like. We also have Nine of Swords. Wow. So look at it. I mean, just look at the tear like on their face. And we also have a faucet here as well. The imagery on this is so powerful. So I want to make sure that I am trying to receive all of it. But what we have here is something that, again, has really bothered you, has created these mental, like stimulating things that it could possibly have kept you awake, but that's not all the Nine of Swords necessarily represents. It's an overcrowding of your mental space. And it's right before we get to the Ten of Swords where we basically say, I'm done carrying all of this within my mind. And I think that's where your crown chakra and your throat chakra will be meeting together. You are releasing your throat chakra, your voice, your words, and it is relieving your mind. I think when we clear one or the other, it makes a way for us to clear the other, right? If we clear our throat, our mind opens up. If we clear our mind, our throat opens up. And all of this energy is allowed to flow through and within us. But right now, the Nine of Swords is telling me that there is some kind of blockage within, again, your mental space. And you are divinely being guided to release it. We also have the Empress. Take care of yourself. Treat yourself. Nourish yourself. View yourself as royalty. Because you are. We always see these videos. What's it called? What are they normally called? A billionaire morning routine or a millionaire morning routine. And it's like, you don't have to make millions or billions to value a morning or night routine. And you don't have to do a morning or night routine in order to make millions and billions. This routine that you're creating is for your mental wellness, for your physical health, for your emotional stability. And it's literally cleansing all of these things out of you. But I keep hearing, what are you doing it for? So if you know that there are some blockages within your throat chakra or within your heart chakra, any of your chakras, if you feel like there's some energy blockages, pile number one, in regards to the release specifically, because the change will come. The death card is here regardless. The change will come. But if you feel as if there's some kind of hesitancy towards this cleansing, especially because it's coming from your shadow side, and I think that there's a part of yourself that you fear or don't understand quite necessarily. A morning routine, an evening routine, a basic self-care and wellness routine will do you very well. We also have art. Interesting. But this one is temperance. Temperance in the Black Medusa Tarot. And it's called art, which is so fitting. It's so fitting. You are seeking and have sought and you are seeking alchemy. Yeah, you're seeking alchemy. You are seeking within this release a complete shift within your energetic space is what I'm feeling like. Alchemy to me is harmony. It's the blending of energies. And I think what is blending for you right now is especially with the Pisces here. Let's read it all together. With the Pisces, with the strong fire here, you are merging your emotional within your passionate side. I think you're trying not to come off as too emotional or too much of this or too much of that, and we're saying F all of that. I'm exactly who I am, this passionate, full being, and you're going to nourish that within yourself. I think you're really going to nourish what it means to you to be a fiery, ambitious, and caring human being. Pawn number 1. We also have Eon, or I'm pretty sure it's Eon, the world. So the world is really opening up to you and receiving what it is that you have to say. Pawn number 1. If you are worried about being received, that's okay. That's normal. And I do want to mention that no, everyone's not going to recognize your voice. Everyone's not going to value or appreciate your voice. That's not the type of society, unfortunately, that we live in, where we can wake up to global attention because we feel so passionate about the world and fixing it and making it better. It's not going to happen that way. But the world is open to you. Just because people aren't recognizing you for who and what you are creating does not mean that it's not open and that you have all of these possibilities, all of these connections, all of these things waiting to happen for you. Again, what is most important is for you to nourish yourself before we even step outside of that box. And we also have 8 of Pentacles. So definitely being hard at work, definitely feeling the creative flair, feeling the creative flow is definitely what's going to be coming in with this death transition. I feel as if you've been waiting on this. It is the last card of the tarot. You have been waiting to feel this spark, this creativity flow again. You probably have possibly, take what resonates, been taking a social media break in order to move and pull away from what society calls news and how that is possibly very distracting with your creative force. And you have been feeling the spark once again because you have taken that break or let this moment pass of your attention not being solely on the outside. And I think that's really good for you. Even if you haven't, I think that would be really great for you to look into, because I think for a moment you need to forget what you're creating for and to just create, just to let it out, let it loose. If you're a writer, if you're a poet, write that shit. If you are a singer, sing it, say it. If you are an author, please start with wherever you need to start. Because your words matter and they are important. It came out in the voice. It came out in the voice card here. And I think you leaning into this creative part of yourself, literally you're going to be smiling as big as this person. You're literally going to just be so in your own zone, in your world, chilling, happy, smiling, and nothing will be able to get to you because you're not here to please the world. You're here to help heal it. And sometimes healing isn't the most pleasant thing, okay? So I have 2 more affirmations here just from your shadow self, your subconscious. And then I'm going to pull a few more oracle for confirmation as well. So we have joy is the ultimate creator. Joy. What were we just talking about with you and your creations? Joy. You're going to be feeling it. It is the ultimate part of your process. It feeds you. It feeds others, honestly. And joy is going to turn out to be the only way that you can create. It won't be through anger. It will be through passion. Passionate feelings about what makes you scared, but what makes you also courageous enough to try to change it. And we also have, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Yeah. I let go of the shadow of the past. Funny how we're receiving a message from your shadow self. By seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Maybe it's you that you're seeing for the first time, pile number one. Maybe you are recognizing yourself again. Maybe you are done listening to how society has possibly tried to make you look, tried to make you feel even about yourself and your passion. I'm also hearing stop reading the comment section. So forever that is for. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Wow, pile number one. I hope that this is you. But if not, you are seeing anyone, everyone, the past in general as a lesson, as something to have learned and grow from, to experience, and to give you knowledge, to give you something that you couldn't have found anywhere else unless you looked directly and deeply at yourself. So we have Goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. Whenever you are watching this, the journey begins today. Pile number one. I think you are, like I said or mentioned before, you're done. You're definitely done. Just waiting around, just holding yourself back. I think something definitely pulled you out of this pause. It doesn't necessarily have to have been this video, but something was awakened or enlivened within you and called you and moved you to action towards your dreams and desires. And the journey begins today. There's no need to even wait any longer. No longer. We also have Dove. Feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. I'm going to read it again. My tongue got a little tied. Feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. So this is a divine quality within you. Pile number one, you are a peaceful being. And honestly, I'm seeing you don't start acting up until other people are acting up. And then you really feel as if like there has been some injustice or something that you need to fix, need to speak up about. And again, something has kept you from being this loud and fight for what's right type of person. But you are walking away from that now. We also have White Turkey. The power to heal the earth is within you. Do I have to say anything else? I didn't think so. But I'm going to just pull a few more affirmations in case I do. In case you need to hear it again. Pile number one, that you are a master healer. That you have the capabilities to heal literally the world. And again, I told you, it's not the whole world. The whole world is not going to wake up and say, you know what, they're right. I need to really get my ish together. No. This is a work of many. I'm doing the work. You're doing the work. It's a system of people that has to break the system. Break the system. Here we are. We have, broken wishbone. After I just said break the system, wish will not be granted. I think you possibly could have been asking Spirit out loud, please just let me chill out. Please just take it away. Like, I really don't care. I really don't care. I really don't want to be responsible for this. I really don't want to have to be the one to always stir up change. If you see the back of my head, it is because I'm grabbing the car stuff now. I don't always want to be the one to have to say something and speak up about something. I'm always being not demonized as the bad guy, but misunderstood, not listened to. Like, why can't I just create my shit and disappear. Like hide, not necessarily hide, but to keep my energy to myself because folks don't understand me in the first place. So these are the cards that fell. Coins. Money will be coming to you. That's on period. Pile number 1. Like I said, in the 8 of coins, just let that creativity flow through you. Have a good time with it. Don't try to control it. And we also have the caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is definitely coming. A change is coming. You are moving from the caterpillar energy into the butterfly. That is the change that happens within that. We have the death card signifying that twice that you are coming through this rebirth beautifully, financially stable. But what you think that you want, what you are hoping for, asking for, your shadow self is saying that you are going to be pushed into some different, more inviting energy. And we also have rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Interesting. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So if you feel like there are people, especially over the internet, who are real rooster, like real bold, but won't say anything to anyone face first. If you feel as if there's just some energy that you don't need to cross, don't cross it. Don't even go into that energy. That's not your energy. You aren't arrogant. You know that you know these things. You know that certain lifestyle changes helped you, so it will help others. But don't try to don't try to sway anyone, because they will not be swayed unless they learn for themselves. You know, sometimes. But take what resonates, of course. If you feel as if there is someone who needs help, they aren't arrogant or boastful, but just simply not knowing, then that's cool too as well. So pile number 1, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because it would mean the world to me. And if you truly enjoyed this message, these are just some of the different things that we are doing over at Patreon, and they get to always see it first. So I will see you in another reading. Peace. Hello, pile number 2. You chose this beautiful crystal that kind of looks like it has a mix of carnelian in it, but I'm actually unsure of which one this one is, if I can be honest with you. So I'm going to put this one right over to the side so you can continue to read her energy. Hopefully she stays there. And first I'm going to pull some astrological signs, angel numbers, and initials. So I'm going to make sure they're mixed up good. Oh, those definitely wanted to come out, so we'll do these. It looks like you have a lot of initials, so I'm going to just go through them. We have J. We have the initial Y. We have the initial S, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, S. We have the initial B. We have the initial V, P, gosh, and N. At this point, I could spell a whole name, I think. And we also have Pisces, which also came out for pile number 1. You could be a Pisces, know a Pisces, or have that heavy energy in your natal chart. And any of these initials could be yours or someone that you know that is influencing your life right now, or that will be coming in your life right now. Okay, so I'm going to look at the overall energy of the message that your shadow self or your subconscious wants to be giving you right now. And we have pink pepper. The keyword is grace. The trigger statement: what do they have that I don't? True statement: we are all special. Allow your inner critic to be silenced as you find the perfection in yourself and those around you. Wow. So pile number 2, your shadow self is not being quiet about this one whatsoever. Your inner critic is being silenced. And your shadow self wants you to know this. They don't want you to be alarmed when you no longer hear that voice in your head that is telling you, A, you're not good enough to have this. B, you don't do enough to have this. C, you'll never. Any of those things that come up in mind for you is something that is being cleared and being silenced because it's not helping you. It's not serving you to look at and to appreciate the perfection that you are, pile number 2. So we also have wind change. Wow. Again, I wanted you to know, just don't be alarmed by this change. Don't be hesitant or suspicious of this change within yourself. We're getting a lot of green, ironically here. So heavy heart chakra energy is being highlighted. This is a clearing of some energy that you may have been holding on to for some time now. Some change that is very necessary for you in order to grow your heart chakra, to align it more, and to strengthen it as well. I think with this change, there's going to come in a new appreciation for you. When we always talk about change, we always talk about what's leaving, but we never take the time to try to imagine what could be coming in for us. So with the energetic number 6 here, this could heavily have to do with a lot of family things. I feel as if you feel that you cannot, or family cannot be replaced. Your DNA cannot expand and shift in that way. But you can find soul family. That is a real thing. People who you connect with strongly, who can help build you up. Or this is possibly just saying to find the love in those who are already around you. Simply as that. I think our perspective of ourselves shifts our perspective of the world and the people that live in it. So a lot is changing for you right now, pile number 2. And we also have rock endurance. So Spirit is asking you, your shadow self is asking you to endure this, to continue to keep going. I feel as if this kind of cleansing change may be hard for you. Again, may not be something that you are used to whatsoever. Again, with the green here in the tree, something that is alive and growing. That is growth stems from your heart chakra. And this is heavy, heavy, heavy heart chakra growth for you, pile number 2. I feel like there could have been just some kind of blockage possibly for you within your heart chakra. Take what resonates, please. And I feel like there is a big change, a big shift coming in from that. We also have the energetic number of 2 within the rock. 20 boils down to 2. And that talks about union, being in union, being in connection with others. I think that may help a lot for you to help shift this perspective and accept this change in perspective. You could be asking others, well, how the hell do you do this? How do you do this? How do you just believe in yourself and love yourself and think of yourself as perfect or already done, already ready? How do you do these things? And Spirit, your shadow, is telling you that there is a huge shift coming into your perspective to help you realize, oh, I have that power. I can do that. I can shift. I can change. I can be or learn something different. And I can stick to that and know that it will bring me a greater knowledge and a greater sense of fulfillment as well. I want to go back to the trigger statement again. It's calling out to me. What do they have that I don't? Is it endurance? Do you see people just making a choice and sticking to it and saying, I'm literally not letting go of this version of myself if my life depended on it? Because I know this is who I am. I feel that this is who I'm meant to be. And as things are aligning, changes do happen. I have to come to that realization and let go. We also have the sage. You are super wise. You are super spiritually connected. Excuse me. I do want to say, quite possibly, in a past life, you could have been the town sage, the village sage, one where people come to you for healing of their ailments, because you just knew these things. And it's possible that this is something that is also reawakening in you once again, especially with all of the green energy. You could have been an herbalist in the past life. You could be now also as well. It just depends. To help you actually, or you helped others through herbalism, through herbs, through heart chakra centered things in order to help them heal in the past as well. And this could be something that you are channeling to do for yourself right now, is how to open up and heal this heart chakra. I do want to mention that there's construction that you may be able to hear in the background. I do apologize. But we also have the creator here. And so you have the sage and the creator. You are a powerful, divine, and special being. Pile number 2. I don't think that you give yourself enough credit for that necessarily. And that's okay, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you understand and to make you realize these things within yourself. You are wise. You are a creator. You create your own destiny. So when this change is coming within, ask Spirit, what needs to be released right now? Or even ask your shadow self, what within me needs to be released right now? What needs to change right now? And what am I holding on to unnecessarily? Because that will give you new avenues and new ways of creation. As you release, as you let this change, this wind blow through your life, the creator in you is reawakened, and is here to say, oh, well, now that this is gone, I can create this. Now that I believe in myself, now that I'm done doubting, now that I'm done holding myself back from whatever it is, I can create. I am the master creator. I create my destiny. My thoughts and my feelings are all created, or are all connected, and they create my reality. So let's look into the tarot and see what else we have for this situation here. We have the Ten of Wands. Oh, so beautiful. Just so beautiful. Pile number 2, because this is the central energy of the release that is coming to you right now. I think like pile number 1, but in a much different way, you are releasing a burden. I think theirs was more so mentally. I think yours is more so spiritually. That also affects your mental. Do not get me wrong, because within our mental space is where we make decisions. So with this Ten of Wands, there's a lot that you are releasing from your spirit in order to, again, introduce this new change and this new, I'm hearing a beginning as well, because we have the Ten of Wands. That is definitely an end of a cycle. The creator is giving me very Ace of Wands energy, and the sage is giving me Two of Wands energy as well. So we are accepting a gift from spirit, a spiritual gift, one that divinely shows up exactly when we need it to. And this helps us to make a decision, and make a decision to move towards what it is that we've been called to do. We also have lust, but in reverse. I'm pretty sure within this deck, that lust is the Lover's card, and we do have it in reverse. So, excuse me, pile number 2. This one is not the Lovers, it is the Strength card. So we have the Strength card in reverse. So to me, this is signaling that you may have a hard time with this change. You may try to control the outcome, quite possibly. You may not like change, not one bit. And I can feel that. Change brings in the unknown. It welcomes it. we no longer have control if things don't look the same. If we can't predict an outcome, if we can't predict the outcome of this change, then who are we? Who will we be? What will we be after it? And I think a lot of these questions will be going through your mind. But I think your strength will come through surrender. Let's see what else we have. We have the moon. Yes. Okay. So being emotionally open, being emotionally vulnerable, and available to yourself as well. I think that a lot will be revealed to you about the way that you do things and how you create things emotionally, how things are emotionally tied to you, to your creative process, especially when you have the external communication of, is this enough? Will it be as special as theirs or so-and-so? Will it be as appreciated as someone else's work or their creation? I think, again, a very large surrendering process for you, especially within the creative area, but also within your healing, where you are surrendering all of the outside chatter. Well, it's more so internal chatter. So I did have to pause for a moment, but what I was saying, Paul, number 2, is that your emotional state is, I feel like, heavily connected to your creative part, the creative part of yourself, and that you're going to be learning a lot more about that as you allow yourself to open up to this change and to open up to this emotional vulnerability. I did mention on Patreon in the weekly energy for the week coming up that emotions are not a weakness. There's nothing to be there's nothing to batter yourself up about if you become emotional about your creative process or how it's unfolding for you, or learning about yourself during the creative process. It's all important. It's all here to teach you something about yourself, and to help you understand that, again, you're a human and you are already as you're meant to be. You don't have to fix yourself. You're not fixing yourself. You are realigning with the original energy, whatever that means to you. Okay. So we also have 4 of Wands. Yes. So the home life may be highlighted for you heavily at this time. I think your shadow self wants you to pay attention to your home. It could be here that you are possibly looking to move, but that's only for probably a very small number of you. With the 4 of Wands here, I think you are definitely appreciating the now, the here and now, the present a lot more. You are looking at what it is you have built around you thus far, and trying to find things that you are actually really proud of, that you've already accomplished. I think that also might feed you some strength within this, change, to recognize, hey, I've done things, I've been moving, I've been making movement, and I'm happy, I'm content, but I know that there is more, there is greater, and there are possibly other things that I'm holding myself from experiencing. We also have the 3 of Pentacles. I think you'll be working with others in order to analyze this about yourself. I think you are going to be working with others in general. This could be in regards, like, your creative side can be your financial side, is what I'm feeling like. Like, those 2 things are tied together. And I feel like there's this kind of journey that you may be going on with other people involved, and exploring what it means to be the creator, to be a creator, to be a healer is also what I'm feeling like. You are definitely finding community. I think you are also, with being in this new space spiritually, or also even possibly physically, you get to enjoy this energy more with other people. You could be working from home as well. When I'm seeing the 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands right next to each other, you could be working from home, and that can be a very inviting environment for you to create. I think you are feeling like you're in a much more safe space to create, is what I'm also feeling like. You feel like you can step into this endurance energy in this space. And then you feel like you can keep up with other people as well. I think you are doing a lot less analyzing of their work and more so just the enjoyment of their spirit. Other people, it is, I'm mentioning, the comparison aspect of working with others is being transformed within you. And you are viewing every creation that you've created, they created, as special. We are all special is the true statement. That is definitely something that's heavily highlighted for you. And we also have the Two of Cups. So definitely the unity that I'm sensing here within the Three of Pentacles, but also the unity of mind and spirit that I was sensing within the Sage as well. Just definitely knowing is what I'm feeling like, especially because we have the Cups here, and that is an emotional knowing and an emotional knowledge of self and others as well, because the energy we have is 2, 3, 4, actually, interesting enough, the ascending order that they have come in. You could be in union. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It doesn't even have to be romantic. This could be just a union of energy, a merging of energy, a recognition of your emotional self and how it works with other people as well. This could also be the beginning of community, where you know how you start community and it starts off kind of small and intimate, and then it grows into a different way. This could be the beginning of that as well. Pile number 2. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not missing anything else. I got a little interrupted during your reading, so I want to make sure that I give the full attention to the tarot as initially when we started. Again, Strength in reverse. I think you're also, because with Strength card being here, it's not saying that you lack in strength. I think you are possibly learning how to channel it, where to place your strength, and how to find strength within surrendering. I think that is definitely, again, going to be heavily important for you. Strength also in keeping this endurance, keep going with what it is that you are creating with others, and wanting to create within your home space as well. Pile number 2. The Two of Cups, again, I'm not feeling it as romantic, especially because the Sage is here right above. I think that you had a lot of connections in your past life when it comes to the Sage energy, where, again, you were seen as a healer, as a very nourishing soul. I'm not sure where that is coming from. I mean, I'm speaking directly to your shadow self, your subconscious, and that is where a majority of your memories will lay and stay there. So this could be highly plausible for you to be this well-known healer, making one-on-one connections with people and doing these intimate types of healings like that. Is there anything else? I think it is safe to say I can get right into your cards of affirmation here. We have, I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am loved and miracles are natural. Wow. I create mindful moments throughout the day, every day, reminding myself that I am loved and miracles are natural. The miracles that are coming for you right now are very of the natural state. Again, I keep feeling like you are a naturalist. I don't know if that's actually even a thing, but you believe in a holistic way of living. And you are creating these mindful moments. You are releasing what's funny enough is we don't have any source energy, but I feel like this was a lot of mental for you, pile number 2, that you are releasing and understanding that what is currently stored there doesn't need to be. It's not necessarily benefiting you, your creation, or the creating process with other people as well. So I think that this is definitely a huge signal for you that you are ready to view all of the miracles that are coming into your life as natural, as something that is meant to be, very much so divine workings. And you are surrendering to the outcome, surrendering what you believe the outcome should look like, feel like, or what it is you are supposed to be creating is also what I'm hearing. And we also have, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. You know that you are being guided. The creative spirit that you tap into is divine energy. So you know that God is here with you. Spirit, source, the universe as a whole is here with you. Speaking through your work, speaking through your art, speaking through your creations. So you are always trusting the direction that the universe is sending you in. I think you are a lot more done with the questioning, done with questioning why you can't be this way, or why do they have what I don't, or what do they have that I don't. All the questions, all the mistrust of yourself, of your path, of your journey. You know that you are being divinely guided, and there's no room for the doubt. There's no room for anything else, because all you have time for, pile number 2, is creation. So let's see what it is, what message it is that Spirit wants you to have further. We also have Kingfisher. Prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. Wow. What were we talking about? How you are releasing control, how you know that these miracles are natural, how you know that you cannot possibly tell the universe what's best for you, because the universe knows already, and they are working these things out in your favor, in your highest good. Prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. Trust. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I am being guided. Trust that what you see, what you are seeking, what you believe that you are capable of creating, you will. And we also have Raven. The universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities, and it can't get any more aligned than that. A message from your shadow self is saying, please pay attention to the synchronicities. Please pay attention. Look at the direction that the universe is sending you in. Look at the things that you have said you wanted to create it, and look how they have in turn been created. At the bottom of the deck, we have Meadowlark. Smile, you will soon experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. And I mean, again, it can't be any more clear for you, pile number 2, the fact that your shadow self is sending you a very strong, clear, and aligned message. Smile. This change for you is heart enriching and awakening. You are going to be able to create so many more beautiful moments out of these natural miracles that show up in your life. And Spirit actually wants you to see it for yourself. They actually want you to see the miracles unfolding for what they really are. Okay, pile number 2. I'm going to try to make sure that I'm not missing anything else. We also were talking about prosperity here. So if you are concerned about your financial state, I, of course, am no financial expert. I'm just here to give you a tarot reading, but there is a prosperous energy flowing within your life right now. We also have Tent. You are in a temporary situation. When you are seeing this video, the situation that you are in, the mindset, the disbelief, the doubt that you are in is literally only temporary. This change will come in for you so quickly that you won't even realize. We also have Table. Hard work ahead. So you're definitely getting into the zone of that. Hard work. You are eager to put in the work. I feel like your shadow is saying, don't hold yourself back any longer. Don't worry about that inner critic that you've been battling and fighting with. Don't worry about any of it. It's a temporary situation. It's probably always been temporary for you. You normally probably always bounce back, but you have noticed more and more that these questions do start to pop up for you. And this could be an evolving cycle for you, pile number 2. I'm not going to say that with this change in the wind that it will all be gone tomorrow. I think we will continue to learn about ourselves in that way and know that cycles are continuous until things have been worked through thoroughly. We also have December, okay? So this could be a very important month for you. Whenever you're watching this video, you could have a lot of realizations, a lot of different things happening for you in the month of December, especially if you are continuing with this hard work ahead. I think that you will start to see a different type of outcome, possibly one that you were more so hoping for in the month of December. We also have angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So you, again, with all the synchronicities, with all the natural miracles, are being spiritually guided. I don't think you find that as a surprise whatsoever. You could be heavily spiritually in tune or be working on that as we speak. And you are being protected from any harm, anything that pops back up for you within this temporary situation, pile number 2. Spirit, your shadow self does not want you to worry. Again, that message is coming out again, so I'm saying it again. Do not worry because you are protected from all harm. And we also have May. Wow, that's first of all my birth month, so it's a gorgeous card to me either way. But we have December and May. So we have 2 different type of seasonal birthings happening right now. We have a rebirth, a death and a rebirth. December is the month where all the leaves die, things become cold and brittle, and the snow starts to fall and everything's covered, unknown, blanketed, unseen. But you still see the beauty. You feel the wonder of standing in the middle of a snowy field, but you cannot sense anything living other than the birds, quite possibly, and things like that. But this is where things are hibernating, hiding underneath, and waiting until this springtime, May, to be reborn again. I think this is going to be a natural cycle for you, which of course the natural miracle shows up, a natural cycle of death and rebirth for you. Again, one where you are just surrendering in December, probably taking it slower, taking more naps, enjoying yourself even more, especially with this 4 of Wands energy. And May, things will begin to speed up again. I think that is how the seasons work, because that is how our energy works as well. We rest when we need to, and then we pick it back up again when we need to. So pile number 2, I really, really hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because it would mean the world to me, truly. And if you really, really felt like you gained some new clarity from this reading, I'd encourage you to check out my Patreon, because I release early access and exclusive access to content like this every week. So I will see you in another video. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Smoky Quartz cluster. And this energy is like very different, I feel like, from pile number 1, who had the Smoky Quartz Tower. I think the tower has a singular point to it, and just that flat base. But this crystal, your crystal that is representing your energy currently right now, it has multiple different points of crystal that emanates power from the tip of it as well. And you can notice that the bottom itself is also not a smooth, flat bottom, which means that you are made of a different material. You are your own unique individual, pile number 3. And I felt like that was just really important for you to know for some reason. So that is how we are starting your reading off. I'm going to look first at the initials, the zodiac, and the angel number energy that may be around you currently or may be around you in the near future. So let's see. We have Gemini coming out as the zodiac energy. So you could be a Gemini, know a Gemini, or just have this heavy in your natal chart. We have the initial I. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the initial I. So this could be your initial or the initial of someone you know. And we also have the zodiac Aries. So you could be an Aries, know an Aries, or have heavy Aries placement within your natal chart. So I'm going to now look at the overall energy, the overall message that your shadow self is trying to send you. And we have Fennel. The keyword is discern. Trigger statement. It is not my fault. True statement. I take full responsibility. Shift into your body and listen. Release the emotions you have been storing and move forward. So, your shadow self is sending you a very strong message, pile number 3. This is the time for you to shift into your body and to listen. This shift could possibly mean that you don't spend a lot of time within your body space. You don't spend necessarily a lot of time within the physical world. You could be a daydreamer, someone who is very spiritual as well. Yeah. Shift into your body and listen. Release the emotions you have been storing and move forward. There are some emotions here that are stored into your body, and that can show up all different kinds of ways. So of course, with the keyword being discern, use your discernment within this and within this message for you, pile number 3, and know that whatever ailments that may be coming up for you could possibly have to do with a lot of things that you are storing inside of your body. So it's not something that is necessarily medical. I'm not a medical professional, but a stillness or a blockage of energy. Let's see what else we have. We have clarity, mountain. So you will be gaining some clarity very soon around where this buildup of energy could be coming from for you, pile number 3. This shift that you are taking in towards yourself is going to bring you a lot of clarity. Let's see what else we need clarity on. Power, volcanoes. I love that. So you're gaining clarity on your power, pile number 3. I think these messages are starting to sound a little bit similar to me, but they all have a different feel to them. You are learning your power. You are accepting, embracing your power, pile number 3. You're using your discernment on when to be powerful and when to exude your power and when to let your power speak for itself. Yes. I think with that comes a lot of clarity on how you interact day to day with other people. And I think with the number 16 being here, breaking down into the number 7, we're also going to be gaining a lot of spiritual clarity. You could be spending a lot of time to yourself more coming up, wanting to take more intentional and intimate moments to yourself in order to gain clarity for the day. So if it's morning meditation before you go to work, or before you get to work, before you have to start your day, or evening meditation in order to let your body catch up with your spirit, your soul. Those are going to look different for everyone within this reading. But right now, we're also still focused on this fennel energy, because I think that your shadow self, your subconscious here is telling me that it is really the central focus. It is what is going to be important for you. What is going to be true to you in the coming or near future is that you're going to be taking responsibility, full responsibility for something, pile number 3. I'm not completely sure as to what it is that you will be accepting responsibility for, other than the fact that you're going to be recognizing the things that you have been storing within yourself. I think this is going to give you a sense of power, though, as well, because when you can identify what it is that you've been holding on to for so long, I think it encourages us to kind of let it just release and almost explode out of us, especially with this volcano energy. I don't think it is the best idea to let this release happen in a way that it affects others necessarily. So the next card that we have is the Void. Okay. So within this card, we learn that sometimes it's better to look at a situation that seems empty almost or lacking and see what energy we can fill into it. Usually I feel as if the void is sometimes depicted as the self, where we have done the clearing, done the work, done the shadow work, like looked. And now it's time to start inviting the right energy in, the reciprocated energy in. But this can be different for everyone. Pile number 3, please take what resonates. I do see that here within the void and next to clarity, you are going to start feeling more clear on the things that don't belong, that are not supposed to be of your energetic fields. There are certain situations that may be around you that just don't hold the same energetic vibration. It doesn't mean that something is necessarily bad for you. It does not. It just means that it does not energetically align with you, pile number 3. And that is what is most important, especially when you have all of this power, especially when you have all of this, I heard possibility, so I am going to say it. Shift into your body and listen. Release the emotions you have been storing and move forward. I think the void can also be a place where you put those emotions that you are releasing, that you have been storing. You just, when you again strip all the way down to your bare self, your bare energetic and emotional self, what still exists? What parts of you still exist and ring true to you? That is where your power is held. We also have trust. So there's a part of this that you don't necessarily trust. I think, again, I keep comparing the cards to that of other piles, but I think we are all working on our trusting or learning to trust what it is that we feel and sense. I think we're in a very sensory deficient type of society where we don't necessarily pay attention to what it is that we feel and hear and smell and sense overall, just a feeling and a knowing within our spirits. We are not taught to listen to that, to let that guide us as much. But with you coming into your power, stepping into your power in clarity, pile number 3, I think that trust is going to start to unfold and look a lot different for you. It's going to start evolving. And I think this is something that you can actually look forward to, is this trust in the universe and this trust in yourself. I think overall what you really have been missing and yearning for is to trust yourself and to trust your instincts. I think if you have struggled with feelings of not being clear, not necessarily having the most clarity, you feel like that has been what has held you back for a good portion of your creative process, I'll call it, until we get more clarification, until you felt like it hasn't been very clear to you. But now, as you spend more time doing the emotional release, accepting what it is that you truly deserve energetically and with aligning energy and trusting that, the more that you do that, your power arises and it begins to look a lot differently. So let's see what we have in the tarot. We have the Devil here. So we are challenging what it is that we used to believe in, what it is that we used to think was true of ourselves. I think this is where the discernment comes in heavily for you, pile number 3. You must discern your true self. You cannot rely on other things or people to tell you who you are. You can only listen to the divine guidance that is being given to you, and to discern truly what it is that is of your true nature. The things that society struggles with around greed and this surface level appearance of having it all together, and everything being together and put all together and having this perfect life, and not showing any of the cracks, not showing any of the struggle that it takes to be human and to know yourself and to trust yourself. I think that you are looking at those things, and it's 333. I hope you, and then I knocked it, of course. I hope you can see that it's 333, and I did everything in my power so you could see it. But you are taking all of those things that society says you must believe in order to be anything, and you're saying, that's not my truth. That's not my truth. I take full responsibility and believing that once upon a time, possibly, and letting those thoughts and ideas be a certain foundation for me. But I'm allowed to change. I'm allowed to shift. I'm allowed to look within and say, that's not it. That's not what it is for me anymore, to say the least. I found some new clarity. I've found some new power to step into, and it doesn't necessarily revolve around external things necessarily. We also have the Prince of Cups, or what is this? The Knight of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. So this is also some very interesting energy for you, pile number 3, because I think I'm going to read it 2 different ways for you, pile number 3. There could be some energy coming in towards you. It could be romantic. I don't normally read it that way because not everyone is looking for romance. But I also read the cups as a new appreciation for things, a new kind of excitement for things, especially within the Knight of Cups. You're definitely going to be moved towards action, more so emotionally than anything. Your emotions are definitely going to, I think it's been highlighted for a lot of people, especially because we're still in Cancer season, and we'll be moving out of it eventually. Depending on when you are watching this video, I think emotions still will be a big part, or a fairly big part, in you understanding your truth. Yes. So this doesn't, again, necessarily have to come from another person, because a lot of people see the Prince of Cups as an individual who is here to come and wine and dine you and romance you. And that's not to say that you don't deserve these things, pile number 3. That's not to say that at all. It's to say that that's not necessarily, when you are in a discerning mood, that's not necessarily what you are focused on or looking for at the forefront. There are other things that you want to shift and evolve through. I think also the trust that is coming up here is that you're trusting that if you are going to be in partnership, if you are not already, of course, if you are meant to be in divine partnership, it will happen. That is a part of the trust as well, I think, that you are experiencing. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. So definitely what I was feeling around the more material realms for you, pile number 3. This is something that you are eagerly awaiting. Is a gift, a moment of clarity, especially around your financial situation. I think that there has been something that you have been putting your energy towards, something that you've been watering, and not necessarily, again, within the physical realm, because the ace here is the sprout of that. But I think it's something more so internal that you have been thinking about, wanting to try, wanting to do, wanting to create. And all of a sudden, there's just this of creativity, explosion, and then boom, Ace of Pentacles. We have something of material that has been created out of that pure fire, that pure pressure, honestly. And you have been able to actually materialize a material abundance, manifestation, however you want to define it. Pile number 3, I think, again, with the clarity is where it all lies. It's where it all happens. It's where it's going to be a moment where you stand still and things just start happening. I think sometimes you just have to take a moment to allow the universe to work in your life, to make these things, these realizations appear and come to you, and within rest, within sleep, like deep sleep. However, these messages of trust and affirmation come for you. We also have the Emperor. So this is definitely some bold energy that you are stepping into. Again, because you can trust the universe, you can trust to step into this power. You can trust that the universe has your back and you're not just out here making a fool of yourself. But the things that you trust, the things that you intuitively feel, are the things that can and more than likely must be acted upon. Depends on your situation. Some of you could be getting a promotion or be going after a promotion. I think some people make it sound like promotions kind of just like fall in people's lap. But you, I see, are the type of person to go for it, to do the work, to put in the work in order to consider yourself an emperor. So that could also be a possibility heavily for you, especially with this Ace of Pentacles here. If not a promotion, then just a leveling up or ascension within the financial place as a whole. And also with the Ace of Pentacles here, this could be an actual physical thing coming into your life in order to introduce more abundance into your path. We also have the Princess of Cups, so the Page of Cups. Okay, so now for sure people would start reading this as a romantic reading, but again, I'm going to steer clear of that because that's not what the energy was that I was trying to pull out of these readings. You, pile number 3, are definitely intrigued by learning. I think you like to learn. You may do a lot of intuitive learning as well, where you get basic pieces of information from something, but you're able to get a full understanding of how something works or is based solely off of your intuition. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I think you want to learn more about that side of yourself, and wanting to learn more in general, having deeper levels of conversation. I'm also sensing within the Princess of Cups and wanting that type of emotional stimulation and reciprocation as well when it comes to I think we were talking about within the void, the energetic connections that must align as well. And we also have adjustment. And I'm pretty sure within the major arcana, this is justice. Okay? So things are being balanced. Things are being balanced out for you right now, divinely. Things that you don't have to focus on, worry about. These are natural adjustments is what I'm sensing and feeling. Especially when we mentioned the intuition that you use and learn more about within the Princess of Cups. I believe this will be a very natural type of adjustment for you. Within this adjustment, I do again want to point out the true statement of the Fennel. I take full responsibility. So as I was mentioning, what you are taking responsibility for is the things that are yours. What is not yours, what has been being stored within you will be being released. That is the great adjustment that is coming for you. Because we do have 3 major arcana, I think that signifies some fairly large changes for you. Ones that are going to be lasting much longer within your life, lifelong lessons, things that are obtainable and you can hold and you can see this shift and change within you. So definitely around your mindset towards external values and what you hold as valuable. Definitely the amount of energy that you're taking on and how that needs to be adjusted, and definitely the type of energy that you give off towards other people within your work and creative space, even within your spiritual space as well, how much you trust what it is that you are doing. Okay, and I have 2 other affirmations from your shadow self, and then I'll get a little more further into the oracle. We have the universe has my back. And this is the second owl, so this is divine wisdom that you are channeling here. Pile number 3, the universe has my back. You know this. You know this. You know this process of storing and clearing, releasing and accepting, receiving, and then repeating that cycle over again. The universe has my back. We've been through this before, girl. Like, come on, let's feel the power. Let's remember the power that we hold. Remember the power of the universe, how that is one and the same. And just remember that the universe has your back. We also have, okay, that's really weird. Pile number 3, okay. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. You have 4 owls in your reading, and I hope that you can clearly see them. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. You are really, really seeking peace. Like, it's not I'm trying this thing out. I'm really taking intentional time to seek clarity. I'm really being intentional about releasing my possibly social media habits and comparison and storing of energy. I'm releasing that. I'm clearing out this void within me that doesn't hold space for anything but what I make space for. All of these things. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes very real. You are experiencing some real peace right now. Pile number 3, and it is intentional because you were intentionally leaning into your faith and trusting the universe, as the trust card said earlier. We also have White Eagle. The connection to divine guidance is within you. This is just a reminder. This is just your shadow self being funny and reminding you the connection to divine guidance is within you, because maybe sometimes you forget. So that's fine. That's okay, because you continue to always find your way back. And we also have Nuthatch. Stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you, especially with this Princess of Cups here. New knowledge, new emotional knowledge, new perspectives is exactly what it said. Coming to you. Stay grounded and welcome it in. And we also have the Crow. Bottom of the deck energy. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your own reality. And that's what we were talking about, especially in the Ace of Pentacles. That thing, that gift, that spirit is sending you materially, you are taking that and what people would say and flipping it. You are taking the universal laws that you have been energetically in tune with. Of course, a card fell across the floor. Give me a second. But you are in tune and you are trying to trust and listen to the universal laws that are speaking to you right now and saying that we are guiding you. We are guiding you. And there are truths that are being revealed as well. We have Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. You guys have a very beautiful pile. You are developing spiritually, I think, faster than you may even recognize. Because, baby, okay? The alignment, the synchronicities that are coming through your reading right now is signifying that you are ascending. You are becoming very spiritually aware of yourself. And your power, again, we keep coming back to that raw power that you have. And just because adjustments are here does not mean that you're not still developing at a significantly faster pace than you expected. Okay, I dropped the card. Let's see how long It'll take me to get there. Okay. So we have man, dealings or relationship with a man. So this could be any kind of masculine energy that is presenting itself right now. But dealings or a relationship with a man could be heavily important coming for you soon. Let's see if we can get 2 more of the oracle. Okay. We also have tree, affairs with your family. Okay, so those will also be coming up for you, where you may be exuding your power a little bit more. We also have broken wishbone. This has been coming out a lot for folks. Wish will not be granted. And I continue to let people know that the reason why the wish is not being granted is because we are asking for something that does not need to be in our energetic field right now, quite possibly. We also have, it was, bottom of the deck is now reconciliation pineapple, but it was the month of July, I believe, which is interesting because we are in July as I am making this video. So this could be an important month for you right now, or if you are watching this video later in the year, or within 2022, or whatever year you're watching this video, the next month of July that is coming for you will be significant and important, especially because it is during the summertime. You could be spending a lot more time with family, especially since the affairs with family are here. But back to the broken wishbone. Again, I want to clarify that just because a wish is not being granted right now doesn't mean that you don't have 50 other wishes that you've made in silence and don't even possibly remember making them. They are not lined up and waiting to come true for you. Pile number 3. So I hope that this brought you some kind of clarity. Pile number 3, I really truly do. And if you did, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. And don't forget, I left the Patreon link down below so that you can gain early and exclusive access there on that platform. And I will see you in another reading. Peace. Hello, pile number 4. You chose the beautiful Tiger's Eye crystal. And I'm going to let you get acquainted with this energy. And then we're going to get right into your reading. Okay. I'll put her right over there. And I'm going to start off with some zodiac, astrological signs. And we also are going to do angel numbers and initials. Okay. And I just want to get a few. Not too many. Okay. So we have first the angel number 1212 that you could be seeing a lot. We also have the initial O. Okay. So this could be your initial or someone's initial that you know. We also have 333. Okay. We have Libra, so you could be a Libra, know a Libra, or have heavy Libra in your natal charts. We also have the initial G. We have the initial V as well. And we also have the initial, or the angel number 555, okay? So these could all be semi-important to you, not important at all, depending upon. Take what resonates, just a little sign thing that I like to try out. So I'm going to start off with the overall energy of the message that your shadow self, your subconscious, is trying to send you. We have spikenard. The keyword, faith. Trigger statement. Why does this always happen to me? True statement, I am at peace. Know that everything will work out as it needs to, and hold a space of gratitude as you watch the miracles unfold. Okay, so honestly, you probably have been, and especially because it's calling out to me, been catching 1212 a lot. And in the midst of seeing those angel numbers, you have been thinking about, why is this happening to me? Why am I dealing with this right now? Know that everything will work out as it needs to, and hold a space of gratitude as you watch miracles unfold. As the small things start adding up and unfolding for you, Spirit wants you to hold gratitude in your heart, especially because this is correlating with green. We're going to be focused on the heart chakra, which has been heavy on people's readings lately today. And this is also where our faith stems from as well. It starts from the center. We feel it from our center. And we know that that's that feeling. We know that feeling, so that it makes it easier for us to trust this feeling. Know that everything will work out as it needs to, and hold a space of gratitude. So let's see what else we have. We have passion, the soul. Oof. This is so gorgeous. And with the energetic number here of 5, once again, 1 and 4 breaking down to 5, there could be some changes happening for you, pile number 3. People go through changes every day. This may be some soul changes that you are taking a part in. I think that you are a very passionate person. I can feel that through this card here. I think the other group, they were passionate, fiery. I think you are passionate, water. I think you, even though we don't have any water signifying here, we just have the Libra. I think you are a very passionate, watery type of person where, things don't burn, but you can drown in that kind of passion. You can be that kind of passionate person that people know. And especially when you feel as if things aren't working out, I feel as if you try to hold back these waters. You try to close the gate and keep this tsunami from coming in. And this is a very drastic example, of course, pile number 4. But this is the type of passionate energy I get from you. So it's very interesting that you have this energy, but your shadow self is saying, calm down, almost. Calm down. Don't worry. Look at all the things that are surrounding you that you have to be grateful for. We also have purity, ice. Wow, that's gorgeous. So there is a purity of energy being revealed to you, I believe. We literally have a tripling of energy here. We have the 5 with the 555, but we also have the card 33 with 333. I do find that very interesting. I want to point out to you, pile number 4, that no other pile's numbers were aligned quite like this one. I do want to point that out to you. But we have a regeneration of energy, especially because this person is lying underneath the ice. It's like there's something, and ice is what? It's frozen water. There's so much water here. And in such different stages, it's like this could be you being very passionate about something, but this could also be you very passionate about something. Passionate to the point where you don't want anyone to know about it. You don't want anyone to feel the intensity of the ice that you experience from time to time when you know that you can get very cold is also what I'm feeling. But you, I think, are evolving in that energy. I think you are allowing there to be more flow in your life. Again, that is where the trust comes in, and knowing that everything will work out. You're allowing things to actually flow within your life, to actually grow, and not stifle it because you don't want other people's energy touching it right away. We also have connect to heart. What are we talking about? We were talking about the heart chakra at the beginning. So I do love when the cards align like that. Pile number 4, I really do enjoy that. Connecting with your heart. connecting with your heart space will definitely be very important for you right now, or at the time that you're watching this. And then you ask me, well, Afton, how can I connect more into my heart? I think the first step is more intentional time alone or to yourself. Intentional time to meditate, to actually do these heart chakra openings. I've been talking about chakras all throughout these readings because they have come up as very important for people. So if you don't know much about your chakras, the green correlates with your heart chakra, and this is something where if there is a blockage, if there is a congestion of energy here, you have a harder time of receiving. You also have a harder time of expressing, because right above your heart chakra is your throat chakra. So there's this buildup that needs to be almost released or connected to at the very least, because we don't have the release. We have self-love as the other card. So this process looks very different for everyone. For some, it may really be releasing, but for others, I think it is more so a calling of energy back to you, a calling of loving energy back to you, back to your atmosphere, and your energetic environments is going to be very important to you. Literally, I will repeat an affirmation that I'm making up at the top of my head, and also holding a rose quartz, one that is shaped like a heart, can be even more symbolic and potent within energy. And you can repeat an affirmation and say, I am calling back all of the love that I needed to receive from myself. Something like that. Simple. I am calling back into me the love of the universe. Because that same love is the love that I hold for myself. I love myself as much as the universe loves me. This is how you connect to your heart space. This is how you can open yourself up to these things. This is how you can bridge this sense of faith with yourself and your spirit. I think this is going to be a very healing time for you, pile number 4. I'm very excited and happy for you. It makes me feel elated with an energy to know that I think really you are going to be driven by passion in order to show yourself some love, in order to show yourself some energy that you have been missing for a while now. So for the tarot, we have the Death card. And I love the Death card. As intense as it looks, as dark as it looks, I love the Death card because that means there is a shift. There is a shift coming to you, pile number 4. And let me tell you what this shift entails. You are at peace within this Death card. It does not look as if this person is trying to fight what is going on around them. You can just simply be at peace and know that everything is going to work out. I'm not sure what's going on around you right now, pile number 4. I'm not sure how much at peace you are right now. But I'm telling you that with this Death card, with this surrender, with this self-love that you are calling into yourself, you will feel peace. We also have the Ten of Cups. I mean, peace. What is peace if not the Ten of Cups? I think, again, there's something here. Because passion is rarely just sitting and waiting to be ignited. It comes in hot, it comes in quick, especially because we have a lot of the water here. It doesn't feel like it's burning within you. I think it's flowing from you. We have again the heavy water, almost as if this eye is pouring into this Ten of Cups. Almost as if Spirit is pouring into you, into your fulfillment, into your love. I honestly am getting jitters because this is so beautiful. We have the Seven of Swords, okay? So something, somewhere a long time ago, or maybe just yesterday, something told you that you weren't you weren't worth this Ten of Cups energy. You weren't worth Spirit spending all this time just putting in for you. Spirit got a lot of other people to work for with bigger needs, so they're not worried about you, right? That's what you've heard for so long. Or you are so busy giving to yourself. Why don't you give some of that to someone else who really needs it? And it's like you can just listen to the divine and say, I'm giving you this, please receive. All of the external voices, all of the mental things that are coming into your mind and saying, well, this Ten of Cups just seems a little bit too good to be true. Like these feelings, this connection to my heart, I'm feeling these feelings. What is this? I feel so passionate about something. What is this that is overtaking me? Okay, you could even have a period of time where you just have to, like before all of this explosion of energy, where you just have to come face to face with your thoughts and really analyze what is here that I truly believe in and what is it that I don't. We also have the Prince of Wands. Okay, so this is the Knight of Wands. I was going to mention it. I'm just going to say it. Usually the Seven of Swords, people within the tarot community will sometimes say that someone is being deceiving or dishonest. Again, that doesn't have to be for everyone. I think the dishonesty sometimes comes from within ourselves of what we've been conditioned to believe for so long. So take what resonates on that. If you feel as if there's weary energy around you, it is okay to investigate that. With the Prince of Wands here, I feel as if you're going to be curious on a different level though. Definitely spiritually, you are going to be wanting to take action, move, experience, create is also what I'm feeling like within the Prince of Wands. You're going to be wanting to get things done. You're going to be wanting to feel accomplished, and to do things and to be in this free and daring environment. What else do we have here? We have the Queen of Swords. So there's two different energies here in the Queen of Swords. I think you, especially with the Libra sign here, if you have any air in your chart, I think you do have some issues with being within your mental space a lot, and being very self-critical as well. I can hear that in the Swords energy, especially the Seven of Swords. And the Queen of Swords can sometimes be an energy that is a lot. So a lot of thinking, a lot of possibly overthinking as well. But with this Queen of Energy, or the Queen of Swords here next to the Ten of Cups, that's where the self-love is coming from. I think you are shifting your thoughts. You're nurturing your mind. You're taking care. I think mental health, mental wellness is going to be very important for you. And you're taking care of what it is that is popping up for you right now. So if there's something you hear in your mind and you're like, well, I don't believe in that. Well, that doesn't sound true. You're going to observe it. You're going to look at it. You're going to say, do you give me this Ten of Cups feeling? No? Well, you got to go. You have to go. I'm transitioning. I'm transforming. And I don't have space for you. If you are not of the highest good, most uplifting, most soul nourishing, mind, thought enriching type of quality. That's it. Quality. That's it. And we also have the Ten of Swords, but in reverse. So this process of releasing mentally, and it's interesting because it's more so like this. This process of releasing for you it's going to be interesting for a few different reasons. I think I'm hearing don't fight it. And especially because we talked about that within the Death card and how you are done fighting. I think that this is something that you still are needing to address, because the Ten of Swords in reverse It's saying when we see the Ten of Swords, we see a person laid out, knives in their back in the Rider-Waite tarot, and they are simply done. They cannot move. They cannot function with these knives in their back, so they don't. But with this being in the reverse, it's saying, well, I'm still trying to get up. I'm still trying to get up. I'm still trying to do. I'm still trying to, pretend or make it seem as if everything is still okay. It's okay to need to take a mental break. It's okay, but you don't have to keep working towards this Ten of Cups. You don't have to work towards a Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is divine. It happens naturally. It evolves naturally. And it's not some kind of promotion at a job. It's not some kind of privilege either. It's something that you are naturally going to evolve into. And you don't have to be afraid of missing a boat or missing your flight. You're not going to miss anything. We also have Falcon. Use your keen perception and skill in making decisions. Do not delay. I actually got a bit ahead of myself because I was going to do the affirmations, but I was looking at this deck and I pulled it. So just like I did, you're using your keen perception and you're filling things out. I think you're going to be coming face to face with a definite closure of a cycle with the death, and 2 tens represented here. Again, the 2 tens, the 2 5s, and 3 3s, and like you have a lot of doubling up of energy. That's why I think earlier in the reading I was like, you've been through this before, you felt this before. So it's just like okay, let's really look at what this is trying to tell me this time around as well. Use your keen perception and skill in making decisions. Do not delay. You are going to be making a decision, and you're going to be using your perspective, your perception, the things that you gather in this alone time that we talked about earlier. You're going to be using that type of level of thinking and observation and analyzing in order to make your decisions. Keen is spot on. You are not paying attention necessarily to the things going on around. Whatever it is outside of your target goal is what I'm feeling like. The falcon is a predator animal, and they lock their eyesight on what it is they need from a higher perspective, and then they go and get it. So this is the type of energy that you are going to be embodying as soon as we pass through this Ten of Swords energy, and we let this page of, or is this page? What did we say that was? Knight of Wands carry us to our Ten of Wands or Ten of Cups energy. We're really targeted and set on what it is that we need right now and that we want, and that will fulfill us and create those good feelings of self-love within us. We also have Woodpecker. Use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals and find a new rhythm. So you're finding a new rhythm, pile number 4. You're using your discernment, which that word came up for another pile as well, ironically. Use your discernment and your fortitude to achieve your goals and find a new rhythm. So not only are you discerning, but you are keen, and you are perceptive. You notice things. You not only notice things, but you discern how you notice them. You observe, and especially with this Queen of Swords energy, you observe heavily your surroundings, and the people that you allow within a close space to you, as well as what I'm feeling like. But use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals. Your goals, again, I told you, are lining up for you. Did I say that for you? I feel like, sorry, pile number 4. We have a long reading ahead of us. Your goals are the goals of achieving self-love, of achieving this connection to your heart space that allows you to feed these feelings of peace. We also have at the bottom of the deck, Meadow Lark. Smile, you will soon experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. Again, another card that's coming out for the collective. This inner discovery is heavily focused around your heart space. And will, again, I can't repeat it enough, feed you this new sense of fulfillment. You do not have to be afraid of your heart space. You do not have to be afraid of your emotional self. These things feed you and tell you things about yourself. You can learn more about yourself through your emotional side, through your connection with your heart. So again, use your keen perception and skill in making decisions. And then use your discernment and fortitude to achieve those goals. If you're deciding on something, be decisive about it. Use your discernment and then go for it. Find that new rhythm. If you feel like you are not necessarily in the rhythm, find that new rhythm. Let it find you. Let it tune to your new energy and see what it feeds you. So I have two final affirmations, and then I'm going to pull some tea leaf oracle. We have, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. Perceptions. Perceptions. It's like, I can't make it up. You see the cards here and what they're trying to tell you. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. You are more than you know. You can create more than you realize. Thank you for expanding my perceptions. So not only is your perception very targeted, but it can expand. You are not limited. And I think you're learning more about that. About how the limitations have been placed, but they don't have to stay. How they are not a part of your identity, and that you can shift this part of yourself, this limiting part of yourself. Yes, I feel that heavily for you. Pile number 4. And we also have, happiness is my birthright. That's why your perception is expanding and shifting. These are the types of conclusions that you're coming to. Happiness is your birthright. 10 of Cups right above it. 10 of Cups right above it. This is going to be a heavy emotional journey for you, I believe. One where you are going to be looking at yourself in a very different light. Pile number 4. One that's really good. A really good and positive light. I don't think that there's, again, anything negative about connecting to your emotional side. I think that, again, your emotions can teach you a lot and will be, specifically for you, pile number 4. We'll be teaching you about your birthright, how you can step more into your birthright. Following what makes you happy is your birthright. So that's you stepping into your birthright. Not holding yourself back from what you know will bring you joy. To partake in or to experience is stepping into your birthright, of course, and it is of the highest good for all. This is not just for you. We don't do things just for us. We do things to better the experiences of all. We also have firecracker, excitement. Well, that's a great first oracle to have out here, especially with the 10 of Cups. You're going to be feeling very excited. You're going to be feeling very fulfilled, very, they're popping out. We also have marriage. Wow. So some of you could be getting married, could be experiencing a new level of energy within your marriage. But we also had the rooster pop out, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So as I told the other pile who had that card, you're not here to prove yourself right or to prove someone wrong. You're not here to make someone see something, some way of life. If there's some person here who is too arrogant to even want to change their life or to adjust in any kind of way that has nothing to do with you. You're in the midst of your own transformation. You don't have to make sure that everyone else around you is transforming. If they are not, of course, that is a conscious decision that we're making. And that is, that doesn't have anything to do with you. We have clouds, temporary problems. That's why it has nothing to do with you. It's temporary. At the bottom of the deck, we have February. So this could be the type of temporary problems that are blown away in February. I'm currently recording this video in July, so that, but you'll be watching this video whenever that time comes. And the temporary situation will be blown over by February. Or, will be, I say blown over, but just because it's not blown over doesn't mean that you'll be involved with it type of situation. It could still be going, but you won't be placing yourself within that energy any longer. I think a lot of conclusions will be coming for you in February in general, and a lot of different things. I don't want to read too much into the oracle because it will be different energy for everyone. Pile number 4. And I want to make sure I didn't miss anything within the tarot. Of course, with the 7 of Swords here and the oracle speaking of the highest good for all. I think once you find the highest good for yourself, you will find the highest good for all. It will align that way because it is meant to align that way. And Spirit does not do anything just because. There's things happening around you, and it's not just because. Pile number 4. I do want you to keep that message with you, okay? So I hope that you enjoyed this reading, pile number 4. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. And if you truly, really did enjoy the reading, I did leave the Patreon link down below in the description box where you can gain early access and exclusive access to many more readings just like this one. And I will see you in another reading. Peace.